Welcome home. Lately I've spent quite a lot of time playing The Binding of Isaac. I mean a lot of time, like 70 hours. From my understanding there are around 30-ish floor designs. That's including room designs like planetariums. And so I want to make a one-to-one scale rooms. And I'll start by the fact that I just counted the size, and the basic size of room is 7 by 13 tiles. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 10, 11, 12. They are completely wrong size. I'm gonna mark middle parts with some lime concrete, just temporarily. And then I'm gonna mark corners with red. So now I copy paste those until I have 5 of those. For the obviously 5 first floor designs. There we go. That's better. So from what I decided, I'm gonna use terracotta for the floor. That's regular basement. I'm gonna start with making the base. Well, I'm using the word base too much. The walls out of brown mushroom block. Because I can. And you cannot stop me. Let's forget about that for a second and throw in some texturing for the floor. Which is not present in the actual game. But I want to make it to make it look a bit nicer. Now we need some darker block to texture in the bricks. And as we have it in the game, in the basement we have half of the brick on the bottom part and full bricks on top. Let's try some of those. This is pretty good. Terracotta is too subtle. I need something in between and maybe some texturing for it, for the parts between the bricks, whatever. So soil is brighter and it has this dirty look to it. It also mixes well with the brown terracotta. It's still too dark. So what else do we have that could do the job? Let's see, regular oak logs. This is exactly what I was looking for. Oak logs. Kind of a dirty texture, but you know, should do the trick. And you can mix it with some spruce planks. Just for the texture. It's all in the texture, you know. Now that we textured the parts between the bricks, we need to texture the bricks, which I'm gonna use packed mud for. It's a pretty obvious choice. But what would be better is to have some packed mud bricks in between. This will look like cracks in the bricks. Yeah, should work nicely. I'm not sure if I wanna use packed mud for the floor. Acacia, I feel like it's too bright for it. Brown mushroom is too pale. But it's just subtle enough to not ruin the texture of the floor, which should be just flat, smooth texture. I'm gonna use it a bit on the corners. I'm just gonna copy and paste the walls around. Originally I did not want to make the ceiling, but I'll have to. Kind of. Those are obviously jungle wood. Like it's not even a question. Bright brownish color. I'll try granite walls. There's enough space for the doors. I'm gonna have 2 doors. So we go granite walls, jungle logs, jungle stairs. However, jungle slab. Now we're talking. Spruce log for the bottom of the door. Now I need the debug stick because I'm a filthy cheater. I kind of like this door design. I mean, it's fine. Here we have our doors, which look kinda ugly. Now there are some kind of, I would say, ropes on the corners. I'm gonna use dark fence. Just put them on like this. I need my debug stick again. Just one on here. What do we have next? These are rocks. Welcome to the pile of rocks. Then I'm gonna make one of them tinted, which I don't like the terminology of tinted rock. I prefer to call them marked rocks because some of those rocks aren't even tinted, they're just the same color. Fireplaces, that's the easiest one, we just use campfires. Poops. How do you make poop in Minecraft? That is the question that bothers me. No, actually, how do you do this? We could use a node block and then put a flower pot on top. Does this look like a pile of poop? And this is up to you to decide this. No, actually, seriously, what am I doing? Let's get a second opinion and look for some other block that may work better for this. No, I never thought this would be something that will bother my mind today. So if I will try to make it, it will look either comically big or comically small. Now probably just come back to my first decision. Yeah, this is it. This is what we do now in this game, apparently. And then I want some pits around here. How do you make pit? How do you make a pit? I can do some like that. Like this would be a pit, and here I will just put some poops. Because that is what I do now. That is my life. From now on and forward. Let's continue this texture. Add in some of that. Suppose we'll do just fine for this purpose. And then we need to go even darker. Great terracotta. Surprisingly good for this. I can't actually make a hole so deep it will be dark. But I can use something to imitate it. Like black concrete is my go-to darkness block. Just a block of darkness. Mahjong, take notes, add block of darkness. How does it look? I love it. Genuinely, I love it. What else are we missing here? Spikes. Ooh, spikes. Spikes are gonna be tricky, but I have a theory about spikes. That's it, I'm using this. This is the spike now. It's white metallic, it's kind of flat, but not exactly. It's on the floor. You can see it. Now let's add just some details, like small rocks. That's about enough grass. That is, I think, a fine representation of the basement. Well, what we got here? This is kind of nice. I do not want to upscale the room. I want to keep it the same scale it is in the game, because the game should feel like kind of claustrophobic. Should feel cramped, uncomfortable even. But it's kind of cozy, except for the death pit. And the fires, and all of the spiders that should go around here, and would you look at that, someone dropped their money and keys. Don't mind if I do.